Yo, good afternoon, everybody. I hope that you are doing very well. So I'm going to catch you guys up with what I believe is going on in the market right now. And I know that this is probably going to be disagreed with many times, but unfortunately, it's a sad reality of things after being in crypto for over 10 years and I've seen everything. This is just my opinion, but it's a very strong opinion. So right now, Bitcoin has made almost 5 waves coming to the downside. Okay, this is a bearish flag right here, so you know that it's the 4th wave from an Elliott wave perspective. But this 4th wave is finished, and then this 5th wave is not yet, okay? So this 5th wave is actually still completing right now. There's going to be one more touch to the downside. And that's going to finish the official first wave coming down. So there's a high likelihood of bouncing to the upside. So right now, 72 to 74K is a very strong range of a support that's very likely to hold. And I believe that once we get to this range, we're going to test it and we're most likely going to break out of this lower high pattern that's been forming now for over 77 days. But once we correct to the upside, this is just going to be a short-term accumulation for the shorts and a corrective rally. But eventually, we're going to continue to the downside, to most likely the $60,000 range. I believe firmly that the bull market is over. As much as I'd like to believe all of the fundamental news are going to impact the markets positively short term, it's not. It's going to affect it very negatively short term to medium term. And perhaps in the next cycle, we're going to get some new all-time highs. So right now, the tariffs are affecting us negatively in the short term, but of course it has major long-term benefits that I'm not going to get into. And the reason why I say we're going to eventually get down to $60,000 is because of this massive lower high trend line that's drawn here. Many people do not believe in trend lines, but understand that this is just price action analysis, okay? And also, this is a very, very strong place of a median, of a range here of a support. So eventually, we're going to get down to the $60,000 regions. And there's many reasons to believe that the bull market is going to be over now. So I can argue it from many cases as well. For example, we can see bearishly diverging RSI across the board, okay? We're massively bearishly diverging RSI. We see 5 waves that are entirely fully formed as well in an expanding diagonal. This expanding diagonal is incredibly powerful. And unfortunately, once we see these expanding diagonals occur in a 5-wave formation for Elliott wave, the next stop is going to be the lower support trend line. Now, many people will be angry after seeing this post because they probably have lost the majority of their funds and their portfolio is just bleeding away. I've been in the crypto markets now for 10 years and I understand cycles very well after making over 8 figures in the crypto market. And I believe that the bull market is over. I don't believe in any way that the government or these institutions like Vanguard or BlackRock, they're your friends. Trump is not your friend either. Their goal is to liquidate you, not to make you rich. It's to liquidate you so they can buy back cheaper. And I believe the incentive right now is to cause FOMO to buy, make you believe that a dip is happening. But at the end of the day, they're most likely going to dump on you so they can buy back much cheaper and have a great reset of this super cycle. As much as this is an unpopular opinion, because anytime there's bearish posts, people are extremely angry because they can't handle the fact that it might go the other way. So please be very, very cautious. Keep yourself safe. Don't over leverage in any single way at all. And make sure you're always watching out in this market and the dangers involved as well of DCAing. And if you're going to ask me is it a good time to DCA, definitely not, because I think that the market is most likely going to drop extremely hard to the downside. Oh, by the way, thank you for watching this, guys. My name is Philakone Crypto. I've been in the crypto space now, guys, for over 10 years. I've seen everything. I've been through 2 major bull markets. I've been through 3 bull markets now, 2 bear markets. I've grown $2,000 to over 8 figures in my whole crypto career before. And that's a substantial amount of profit to have been made. I went from living in my parents' basement to basically living in $1 million houses, to flying business class, to taking jets, to retiring my families, right? to paying off my parents' mortgage, to being able to do a lot of the things that I wasn't able to do before because of crypto. So I have a heavy interest in crypto, but this is not to talk about the things that I've done. It's to talk about where I've come from and where my experience lies. Not only that, I'm here to protect people at all costs, to make sure that you guys have the best advice out there rather than the advice from people that are pure moon boys that are going to make you FOMO into buying things. I'd rather make sure you guys are protected and you understand the dangers involved with buying crypto rather than just FOMOing into something you may not necessarily understand fully right now. And yes, there are a lot of people out there that are much more intelligent than I am, that are much more well-educated as well, that are calling for higher highs. But keep in mind that these people are not your friends, guys. Not only that, it's very difficult to believe that a new high is coming. There's going to be constantly that argument of, oh, for every single cycle, there are massive dips, right? But keep in mind, guys, that these dips have happened already. You know, we've had, for example, a 34% dip. This is now a 31% dip. So it's very difficult for me to see how this is going to get higher and further. Like maybe, you know, maybe we'll be lucky and get an extended wave. But as I see it, there are 5 clear waves right now. I don't know how else to see this. The bearishly diverging RSI is so strong right now. And you can see that every time the MACD starts to drop, okay, 2017, the MACD starts to drop, the bear market begins, right? Every time the MACD starts to drop in 2021, the bear market begins, right? So that's usually how it goes. Of course, here we were getting that 5th wave, right? So when we were there, I remember in 2021, I was calling for another wave because there was only 3. So yeah, there was a high likelihood of another wave. But you can see here that we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not only that, the MACD fell the first time and then it recovered. Just like here, if you look very closely, it fell there and then it recovered, right? It recovered just a little bit to make the 5th wave. Here it fell and then it recovered to make the 5th wave. So every time the MACD after the 5 waves shows up, you can see that when it drops down, that the bear market begins. And unfortunately, I see absolutely 0 reasons to be bullish, and neither should you. And the only people that are bullish right now, in my opinion, are the moon boys, are the people that literally have no idea like what they're talking about, or they're just grasping on to a little straw, okay, like a little bit of hope, you know, that little hopium that's keeping them going every single night. So these 2 lines that I have up here, guys, this is the 50 EMA and also the 200 EMA. The white is the 200 and the yellow is the 50 EMA. What you're going to see in a bull market is this, okay? You're going to see that in a bull market, it rarely even gets to the weekly 50 moving average. It actually just trends well above it on the weekly. The 50 holds very strong on the weekly, right? And then you can see in 2021 as well that the 50 EMA holds very strong on the weekly. It doesn't even actually get close to it, right? Until this one bounce where it recovers. But what do you guys see right now, right? We're getting awfully close to coming to the downside. That's very scary right now. And then if you take a look on the daily as well, you're going to see something. Okay, this is going to blow you guys away, right? So this is on the daily. And what you're going to notice is that every single time it dips between the 50 EMA and also the 200 EMA, it ends up recovering, okay? It ends up recovering, and that's the best place to buy. Every single time, if you've noticed, right? You buy. It never even gets to the 200 moving average. Only a little bit below the 50, right? That's 2017. And then if you take a look at 2021, it's actually the same thing. Every time it gets between there, that's when you buy. But in 2021, it actually never got there again, right? Never got below the 50 EMA. Except for right there, the one time for the 4th wave, and then it recovers. But we have the 4th and the 5th wave in already. And what you guys are going to notice right now is that the price is actually below both the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, right? So once all 5 waves are in, and here's where, like this place right here, guys, that where it dips below the 50 and the 200 EMA, that's equivalent to right here, okay, where we dip below it, and then the fifth wave begins. The fifth wave begins and finishes to the top. Just like right here, okay? This is equivalent to the fourth wave, and then the fifth wave begins and then finishes at the top. So from a technical perspective, I see every reason to be bearish right now. I think that we're going to have one rally, and then we're going to drop. There's always going to be counter rallies. We're never going to drop straight down. The market doesn't work like that, okay? Like you can see here that market drops, it recovers 25%. Market drops, it recovers 47%, right? Market drops, it recovers 25%. Market drops, it recovers 43%. So whenever things like this happen, right, people get very excited that the bull market is going to continue. But as a seasoned day trader and investor for 10 years now, I've seen all the cycles, and unfortunately, I have to maintain my very bearish stance right now, okay? So for those that are very stressed out, the only savior that you have is day trading. You're not going to make any money at all. Investing or DCAing. DCAing is out of the question right now because of the risk that you'll incur. The only way to extract profits from this market is to day trade right now. I don't think that anybody DCAing is going to be in a good position. You will see your portfolio absolutely bleed to the downside. And let me give you an example of how bad the market is right now, okay? You can see that one of the top coins like Polkadot, right? They're basically breaking every single low you can imagine, right? They're about to break the low of 5 years or 4.5 years. That is very scary, guys, when top 20 coins break lows of 5 years. I think Solana is going to be in an absolute world of hurting very, 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 very soon. And I don't think that most people realize the dangers that they're in when it comes to when it comes to investing right now. I think Solana is literally going to get back down to about $50 ranges. So be careful. I think DOT's going to drop further than that as well. Like every coin is going to be disastrous. The total 3 market cap looks like it's got a lot of ways to go. It looks like it's going to drop by at least another 30-40%. And the market's just looking scary. No matter what anybody says, technically this is absolutely brutal right now. So my best advice for people is you need to level up. You need to up your skills. You need to learn how to extract profits from the market right now, okay? I'm not doing the best day trading this month because it is a pretty bad month, you have to admit. But for myself, I'm still up $5,300 in 7 days of day trading. That's all right. I'll finish off the month at probably 20 or 30,000, right? I don't mind making 20 to 30,000 or 50,000 a month day trading. And then when a bull market comes, I'll make like $400,000 or $500,000 a month day trading, as you guys have seen multiple times before. So someone like myself, I don't have a lot of risk day trading, guys. Like I don't have a lot of risk like you guys. The people that have the most risk are going to be the people that are investing and DCing. But myself, my risk is small. I'm only going for the trades that I believe I can truly win. Not only that, I'm not taking a lot of risk. I'm risking like 1 to 2%. I go into the trade, I make the profit, I exit, I extract the profit's mine. I go to sleep very, very well. I don't worry about the market in any way at all. I just give Bitcoin updates for you guys, right? So when you think about the risk of day trading versus the risk of other people, right, it's very, very low. So I'm going to explain to you guys how I see day trading, okay? And this is going to be something that is going to blow you guys away. I don't think a lot of people know this. But you got to see day trading kind of like a pyramid, okay? I'll explain it to you guys, and you're going to know it very, very well by the time I'm done, okay? And this period's got multiple tiers. So this, guys, is called the Trader's Evolution. Now, this is not my original idea, so I'm not going to try to steal credit for something I don't deserve, all right? I saw it one time a while ago. I don't remember where, but I'm going to explain it to you guys because I completely agree with it, okay? There are basically 5 levels, okay, of day trading. And this is basically how people are going to evolve into day trading, okay? This one here is called the Gambler, okay? This is the Gambler when you first begin, okay? This is basically the people that have absolutely zero knowledge in the game at all. And this accounts for actually 100% of everybody that first begins day trading. Okay, there's no way around it. You are part of this 100%. You are the gambler just putting money here and there with absolutely zero skills, and you're gonna lose the majority of the times. Like, you're gonna lose a stupid amount, okay? But after you lose a stupid amount, you eventually graduate to something called a learner, okay? You're now gonna become the learner. And this person is a little bit more wise, okay? This person here, like you're still gonna be losing a lot, okay? But this is gonna count for something like probably 70% of everyone out there, okay? 70% of everybody out there will get there. This person's still losing a tremendous amount, but they're starting to realize that now what I have to do is I need to learn to become a better trader instead of just gambling. So you don't know a lot of strategies. So what you end up doing is you're going to eventually learn a crap ton of strategies, right? And then eventually you graduate to something called the survivor, okay? So the survivor is probably going to account for something like maybe like 30%, like, or 35%, okay, of everybody out there. This person is now starting to try every single strategy out there, right? And they're still losing a lot of money. Or at best, maybe they're breaking even, okay? Maybe they're breaking even just a little bit, but they're trying out like every single strategy because they don't know yet about the next level, okay? So the next level is basically going to be somebody who's a little bit more enlightened, okay? Enlightened. And this is going to account for maybe about 10% of everybody out there. This person is not profitable yet, but maybe a little profitable, like a few, you know, not huge, right? But better than the survivor who's barely breaking even. This person might be breaking even or making a tiny profit, but this person has now realized that they cannot focus on every single strategy out there. They start to heavily refine their strategies. They focus on specific strategies. They optimize, they fine tune their strategies. And then they start to realize that it's all about risk management and psychology and trading. It has nothing to do with having the best strategies or anything like that, or finding the best charts. It's all about risk management, and psychology. It takes a very high level of trading, okay, to understand and get to here. And then finally, there's gonna be the people like me. I'm the capitalist, okay? I'm the capitalist, and I'm the guy I'm part of the 1%. Okay, I'm part of the 1% of all traders. And this guy, me, okay? I promise you that if you take me and then you take 99 other people that are below me in this pyramid, from the gambler to the learner to the survivor to the enlightened, take one of me, I am more profitable than all 99 of these people combined. That 1%, when you get to the top, you become very profitable. He now understands that he's got a specific strategy, or she has a specific strategy that is profitable. They don't want to learn new strategies at all. They only give a crap about fine-tuning and optimizing their strategies. New things are not incorporated. They just take the old thing and they make it better. And they only focus on risk management and only focus on psychology. Okay, it takes a very long time to understand this. You need to know where you are part of this pyramid, okay? And that's why it's very important to learn how to day trade, okay, guys? And right now, I'm just gonna get into it. That right now, guys, if you wanna get into it, man, I've got a sale going on until April the 13th. It's a 1-week sale. This is gonna be an incredible opportunity for you guys to be able to join me and learn a lot of the things that I know. I truly believe that I can be one of the people that can offer you something substantial. Now, you guys are probably wondering, oh, Philakone, you're doing so well in crypto. Why are you selling courses? And the truth is because people want them. Not only that, it provides a tremendous amount of value to you, and it's mutually beneficial. You guys are basically going to be paying for my dinner or two, but I'm going to provide you with so much more value back. So this is a 1-week sale until Sunday, April the 13th. It's 43% off. Normally, it's $950. It's on sale for $550. You're going to be investing in yourself. What you're going to get, guys, is you're going to get 6 months worth of my elite tier private trading group, where you're going to get in on a lot of the different trades that I take from a video format, okay? You're also going to get Philakone's course version 3.0, Mastering the Day Trading Markets. This is a course that I've fine-tuned, I've optimized, and I only teach the things that you need to know. So I leave out all of the BS that you don't need to know. I literally teach my exact strategy and all of the things that are important. It's about 16 hours long. You get access to the full course. It's perfect for beginners all the way to advanced traders. And I promise you that by the time that you finish this course and spend 6 months with me in the elite tier group, you guys are going to say to yourself, man, I can't believe I now know things that I didn't know before, or didn't know was possible. So guys, it's going to be such a great investment. I really believe that day trading is going to be your only savior, your only solution out of this crappy market. So it's time for you guys to level up your skills. And I'm not just saying this to try to sell you guys something. Like, the truth is the market sucks right now. You cannot invest, you cannot DCA, you're not going to do well long term. But you are going to do great if you learn how to day trade and level up your skills to learn how to extract profits from the market in different ways. So just to summarize, guys, Bitcoin, I expect perhaps one more drop to the downside, $72,000 to $74,000 range. Once we hit there, there's a very high chance of a bounce, which is going to be the next corrective wave up. And after that, we're probably going to see $60,000 ranges. I really hope that I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, what's the worst that can happen? A bull market? Great if I'm wrong. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. And the best way to thank me is to just simply click on the like button. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter for the latest updates as well. I wish everybody a great day, and I'll see you for the next video update. Bye now.